Broncos country. Lucas Krull is now being hyped up as that tight end one. Many of you have been talking about this throughout the offseason since I started this channel, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit more info on him as well, show some of his all 22 reps that he got during the season, mainly against the Chargers and the New England Patriots. So y'all let me know your thoughts on him in the comments. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000, guys. The growth of this channel has been amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, you might be wondering, okay, who is Lucas Krull? Well, let's go ahead and get into it. He is a second-year player here, rather going into his third year, has played 2 years in the NFL, played at Florida, played at Pitt, but you saw his last year at Pitt was really where he saw a little breakout that he had. I think that was playing with Kenny Pickett, but you see averaged 11.9 yards a reception, 38 catches, 451 yards. Real athletic guy. Has a great build, 6'6", 260 pounds. And as you'll see in the highlights that I bring up here soon, can run the entire route tree, basically, that you'd want a tight end to be able to run. Moves very, very well, and got a little bit of blocking ability as well. But once he got picked up by the Saints as an undrafted free agent, spent 2022 on the practice squad, and you saw last year in 2023, he got on the field at the end of the year with, of course, Greg Dulcich sadly being out with an injury. It looks like he's still working on that hamstring, making sure he's 100% before he gets back on the field. But I think Lucas Krull is starting to really earn the trust of people within the organization. Not only was Cecil Lammey, Andrew Mason, Ryan Edwards, Sidney Jones, a bunch of the media members talking about how impressive he looked yesterday. Seems to have taken another step since last season. But I mean, you saw Sean Payton really go the extra mile. He's not a guy that goes out of his way to glaze guys like Nathaniel Hackett did. You know, everybody is an all-star to Nathaniel Hackett, right? Sean Payton isn't that kind of guy. It seems like he's very, very impressed with Lucas Krull. You can see last year averaged 11.9 yards per reception, just like he did in that last year of college at Pitt. Had 14 targets, 8 receptions, 95 yards. And let's go ahead and get into some of his highlights here. Again, this is showing every target that he had against the New England Patriots and the LA Chargers. Big thanks to DNVR for putting this all 22 cut up. Saved me a little bit of time. So please go subscribe to them. I will throw this in the comments. Let's go ahead and change this up a little bit, okay? So credit to y'all for putting this together, DNVR, but let's go ahead and take a look. So first, we'll see Lucas Krull here run a really nice deep corner route. Whoops, I got to slow this thing down. I'll do 0.75. Got to see him slow this thing down a little bit. And you can see runs this deep corner route really, really well. You know, thrown fairly on target, but makes a nice adjustment to the ball, and then still has the athleticism to move forward, get some yards after contact, and is not even taken down. So I'm not remembering Noah Fant. Like, this is kind of how I expected Noah Fant to be utilized, to see him on the field, but he never really seemed to have that explosiveness or speed downfield. I feel like we were always just throwing to him in the flat. But see here now, lining up in the slot. And this is a nice little post route that he runs here in between. It's kind of cover 3 or so in between this, you know, the soft spot in the zone. You know, he found him and makes a nice adjustment to the catch, or to the ball right here to make the catch. Did a really great job here, okay? Now let's get to the Patriots game. See him lining up in the slot. Look how he is able to get leverage here and then work his way back upfield. This is like a little comeback or a curl. Russell fires it in there. Again, this is what I'm expecting Bo Nix to have great anticipation and timing with when he's throwing these types of routes. But Krull can get downfield, okay? That's something that we've really missed from the tight end position. Of course, Greg Dulcich gives us that as well. He just hasn't been available. See here, I believe on this play he'll do a little bit of a block and then get out into the flat. Kind of beat there a little bit by that nice move by the defensive back right there. But again, turns in to this little flat route here. Nice adjustment. And then is able to get downfield towards the sticks, out of bounds, stop the clock. Good awareness there. Now we'll see another play here where I believe he does chip and then is the dump off for Russell Wilson. Little chip there and then is able to get out. Making that catch in space, turning upfield quickly. Almost got away from the guy, but still got another 3-4 yards after contact, which is great. And then check out this touchdown catch right here. This was really beautiful. You see him lining up this 3-point stance. I believe this is a little play action pass. And he'll run this kind of slow developing crosser over to the right sideline, right side of the end zone. You can see he finds nice little depth, so he's far enough off from this defensive back playing upright here and still in front of safety back there. And look at this athletic grab. He goes up, goes towards the throw, and he's able to catch it. I don't think he catches that if he's not moving towards the ball a little bit, okay? Fantastic. So, again, 6'6" target, 260 pounds. I think he'll grow in his blocking ability, no doubt. And, again, I think a really underrated weapon for this Denver Broncos offense. Again, I think he could be that type of tight end that we were expecting Greg Dulcich to be, but he just hasn't been healthy, sadly. And I think Andrew Mason and Cecil Lammey were talking about this on Orange and Blue yesterday, about how maybe that's why you didn't see us draft a tight end, because they feel very, very confident in him. Might I say kind of that same confidence, maybe not to the level that Sean Payton had in a 7th round draft pick like Marcus Colston, being able to move off of Dante Stallworth very quickly, which was like, wow. But I think it's that similar type of thing. Like, hey, we got this guy. He's underrated, but he fits what we need to do very well. We're developing him. He's coming along very, very well. And now you see him being able to make some of these plays at the end of the season. Now, he's running with the ones. I think he's the true dual threat tight end that we have on the roster compared to some of the other guys like Nate Atkins or whoever. We'll see if Yasmin from Utah is able to make himself on the roster, gets himself a roster spot this year. But I think Lucas Krull is a guy that I think should operate as a nice security blanket for Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham, Zach Wilson, who's ever under center, right? So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments on Lucas Krull. Some of you guys have been calling this for a while, and I want to give you guys props. So y'all be sure to smash that like and subscribe on the way out. I'll be back with another video soon, I'm sure. And as always, y'all go